Hello to a new video. Today is Tuesday, 14th of March 2017, 12:29 Central European Time. I'm not gonna bother explaining how I arrived at this topic. Believe it or not, I was just researching more science fiction novels to maybe republish, as I mentioned recently. And one click on the internet led to another, and there I was on a particular topic. I want to touch back to the mechanism being worked, how due to the fact that the Jews got Israel from none other than God, when in reality they got it from the 16th Duke of Norfolk, and how the 16th Duke of Norfolk, even though long dead, is still, for all practical purposes, being revered as God, and or not, because they try to force the idea of Trinity the Jews' way, which really means that Bonnie Fuck cannot be separated from his dad in that sense, as Jesus cannot be separated from God Father, and blah 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 blah. Where I get active here is also because I never quite explicitly made this clear. That thing that you know as Israel hereby officially ceases to exist, but when I snip my fingers, no shit, I'm going to snip my fingers. When I snip my fingers, what will happen, I will explain you that before, what will happen is whatever Israel, whichever definition, will cease to exist, but in that precise territory as officially defined, completely doing away with all secretly, virtually redefined concepts of Israel or whatever. Down there, right, Palestina, Israel, that nation to the average Joe known as Israel shall cease to exist, but immediately, namely 1 attosecond later, and thus immediately be replaced with something, a new nation, which as a placeholder name, and as a placeholder name only, gets the name New Israel, hyphened, New hyphen Israel, until a better name for it maybe will be found. The reason why I do this is because I am the prime protector of mankind. I am mankind, I am this biosphere, I am the universe. And thus, the Jews don't have that land from whatever it's called, the name does not matter, don't have that land from the 16th Duke of Norfolk or what the fuck ever, but from the universe. And really from mankind and whatnot. And when I say the Jews, it's not that the Jews will hold overall power over that land, because there's a whole lot of Palestinians there, and the Jews will have quite a lot to explain to a whole lot of people, not just the Jews in Israel. So whatever happens to the Jews generally in Israel or elsewhere in the world, that is not the topic. The topic is simply that the mechanism worked to declare Bonnie Fuck for all practical purposes Jesus, if not God, all right, because the 16th is long dead, and or them working some kind of fictive, fake 16th, still allegedly doing shit or whatever, because God cannot die, and blah 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 blah. All of this shit, when I snap my fingers, it ceases to exist, and ceases to happen, and ceases to function in their virtual fucking mindware that they have. All the Jews, and even all the non-Jews, everybody in Israel, and everybody pertaining anything to that nation formerly known as Israel, henceforth known as New Israel, hyphenized as a placeholder name, in the same territory, right? Exactly the same territory. The whole thing, that includes the Palestina part, by the way, that is not separate, right? Include the Palestina part, whichever political solution may or may not be found for these territories and whatnot, not a two-state solution, I want to point this out to you. This is going to be one country, and that will be called New Israel for the time being. And due to that being not given to the Jews by the 16th Duke of Norfolk, but quintessentially by me / mankind / biosphere / Earth / solar system / this arm of the galaxy / the galaxy / the universe, none of these routines with the 16th and with God and blah 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 and Bonnie Fuck Prince Charles, you know, and so on, none of that will at all work anymore. If you care about the precise time, it is now 12:34, just turned 12:34 Central European Time. There you are. There you are. Incidentally, that Jesus declaring of Bonnie Fuck even works to all kinds of other people. You know, not Jews, nothing to do with Israel. Well, I'm the son of he who gave the Jews Israel. Huh? No. Because for that, Bonnie Fuck would have to be the universe's son, or my son, or whatever. I assure you he is not. Okay? And that means all of that makes proof. Why? Because you fuckers out there are too fucking stupid to take a gun and make people poof. Okay? So I have to add to whatever pathetic little fucked up future little shit attempts that you may or may not carry out at this point. Why? Because you're fucking stupid. This, in spite of me getting there, tortured all the way and blah 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 blah, but 1234, huh? Wow. Later generations of, oh no wait, there won't be later generations of lurchies. Hypothetically, you know, maybe people are going to write really, really weird horror novels or something in the future, and in some alternate universe, they're going to have later generations of lurchy who will say, oh no, God was slain 1234 Central European time on 14th of March 2017. No, God was not, because there ain't no God. It's a fictive being. You cannot slay fictive beings other than fictively. This is reality. All I said pertains to reality. I want you to explain that since 1234, there is officially now, as all of Europe has been officially restructured, and the North American continent has been officially restructured, that Israel that you used to know, all of that is history. Since 1234, this is an all-new nation, currently called New Israel. Currently, of course, completely and utterly, I'm short an English word here, occupied, if you will, in a more figurative way than literally, occupied and besieged and whatnot by Fex Mundi and all of that, as all the other nations. That doesn't change anything about, in reality, 1234, that old Israel, that may poof, and that's going to be a new nation. It's not necessarily going to be under the power of the Jews or something, okay? Because there's a whole lot of people down there who are not Jewish. No shit. And this is going to be one nation. However that works out, that is completely not the point, the topic, or whatever. Not at all. I just want you to understand that since 1234, Central European time, 14th March of 2017, any routine work down the line but the Jews got Israel from the 16th Duke of Norfolk, the death of Prince Charles. Thus, that was God, because only God can give the Jews Israel, and that makes money, fuck, Jesus, and so on and so forth. But that, of course, being the Trinity, you cannot separate them, and they're all really the ones, so it's basically all the same anyway. Let's stop. Thank you. By the way, I'm getting a little itchy. No, not itchy, sorry. I'm getting a little pissed again over, well, let's not go into that. You have been informed on the situation with New Israel.